What's going on, folks? It's your boy Run It Up Rue back with another episode of Real Sports Talk, home of the realest sports talk. Dallas takes a nasty loss to the LA Chargers at the crib. Last game of the season. This is a bad taste in all Cowboys fans' mouths. Sorry for the fans that went out there, paid their hard-earned money to go see this team. What a pathetic way to play this game. It guys are checked out and it's obvious, but we're gonna get into it all right here, right now, right after this. Let's go. It's apparent. It's apparent that the Dallas Cowboys are already checked out of this season. There's nothing to fight for, nobody to stand in the way of. And honestly, I'm ready to see my starters sit down. I don't want to see Dak for the rest of the season. It absolutely makes no sense. I know and it sucks because we still got to play on Christmas Day. Imagine that. Listen, I could sit here. I could sit here and talk about this game. I could sit here and complain about the way they played, the way they looked unprepared once again, the way this defense is historically bad, in more reasons than just scheme and coaching. It's deeper than that. I can sit here and talk about it all. I ranted and raved and cussed on my last video, and currently, right now, I got one view on it. Shouts out to whoever viewed that. This is a growing channel, and I appreciate all the love. So make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button if you can while you're here. And if you do stick around, I'm glad that you're enjoying the content. But this is just my natural take and feelings about this team that we all love. This is a huge platform. The Dallas Cowboys have plenty other people that you could be listening to right now, but you're here with me, right? So I appreciate it, right? So I can sit here and talk about how we were unprepared for the LA Chargers, how just we got out coached yet again by the LA Chargers. And just overall how dudes are checked out. We could sit here and discuss all that, but what I want to discuss while I have y'all attention for this short period of time, what I want to discuss is how the Joneses have the state of this franchise in its purgatory times two. It's purgatory times two. It's like you're good enough to be just good enough, and you're too good to be bad enough to really implement change. You can find a few teams in the NFL that are currently in the same position that we are. If you think we're any different than the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, you're fooling yourself. You got an above average quarterback. Um, you got a head coach who really is solidified in their position, right? Because no matter how bad this season was, Shotty's not getting fired. Shotty hasn't felt any heat all season. I'm not advocating for Shotty to be fired. What I'm saying is, in comparison to him and Tomlin, neither one of these guys really have a threat of being fired. I think if the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin decide to break up, it'll be mutual. It'll be discussed behind closed doors like men, and both parties will walk away satisfied probably with the outcome. Jerry brought Shotty is his guy. He's not. He's had the lead. The offense ain't the best. It's not. I know all season we've been saying, "Oh, we have the best offense in the league." Honestly, I feel like Shotty's play calling is shoddy at sometimes, shoddy at best sometimes. There's no real rhyme or reason to his play calling. Not very few times do I see him setting up for the big play. It's just nonsense the way he attacks this run game, which I really thought with the additions of Clayton Adams and stuff like that, that this run game was going to be a major part of this offense. And for the most part, it has, but it could have been a lot better. We leave a lot on the bone when it comes to this run game. We just do. And then, unfortunately, we ultimately abandoned the run game, right? So, the state of this franchise right now, in my opinion, is in shambles. I know we keep talking about windows, and Dak has this window. He was playing at an MVP level. Even during his best games, I felt like there was still things being left on the table, not just from Shoddy, but also Dak as well, overthrowing guys, just not seeing the open dude, with just things like that. Um, but then you look at this offensive line. You look at this offensive line, and going into the season, I believe we all felt like, you know, there was going to be some growing pains, right? You got Tyler Guyton starting at left tackle. We got to hope and pray there. You got Booker at right guard. You're hoping and praying there. And then injuries just really set in on this offensive line, so that they had to play shuffleboard. And I get it. Look, I get it. When you have to start moving pieces around, it's hard to get the continuity. It's hard to play your best football. I do understand that. But my issue is I never believed Guyton was a left tackle to begin with. And I'm not saying while he was healthy during the season right here that he was the worst. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he's a right tackle by nature. He was a right tackle in college. Granted, he was playing with a left-handed quarterback, so the right side was his blind side, but still, he played right tackle, right? He's done his best work at right tackle. We need a right tackle, but I'm not advocating for a left tackle in the first round. We can't keep throwing first round picks at this offensive line. We must figure it out. And listen, if we Tyler Smith started left tackle on this game versus the Chargers, and he gave up a lot of pressures. Now, am I about to blame Tyler Smith for giving up pressures when, it's like Dallas has him in their back pocket as an ancillary left tackle, and I'm like, listen. And what sucks is he got paid, so now he's being paid like a damn guard. But now we about to use him as left tackle. I If I was him, I would put my foot in the ground about being the left guard. He's an all pro at left guard. He's an all pro. I don't want to see him go back out there to the left side and start getting worked because his footing and his feet are off, and what used to come natural now is the complete opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta the feet, instead of setting, you gotta keep them active, keep them moving, keep your balance, keep this is totally different position from left tackle than left guard. And yes, he's done it, but we're also going off of that 1 year that he was forced to play it for us. Doesn't mean it's his best fit. His best fit, in my opinion, is at left guard. He's an all pro there. We need to figure that line out. We need to figure this line out. We need to figure this line out. And the window for Dak is just getting smaller and smaller. My belief used to be at an all-time high when it came to Dak Prescott. Now it's like, he's mortal to me. He was never immortal, but at the same time, he can be beat. He can be susceptible to a good defensive scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he has a great arm. He has a good feel for the game. He's above average. He is above average. Done are the times where I'm asking this man to do it all. We finally got a good wide receiver tandem in the building. It would be a shame and an atrocity if the Joneses let Pickens leave this building. I'm guessing that we're going to franchise tag him. Gone are the days of me thinking that the Joneses will ever get ahead of a good deal or be able to negotiate a contract without having without the media and without tension and aggression and trickery. Done are those days. I don't expect it. This team is all about show, not substance. And I love this team. I love this team. I love this team. So it really makes it hard. It really makes it hard. Right now, I'm 35 years old. This is the hardest it's ever been to be a Cowboys fan because I can see that my team is just good enough not to be good enough. And I do believe that this is all due to the organizational leadership of this Dallas Cowboys team. It does not matter who we draft in this upcoming draft. It does not matter that we have 2 first-round picks. It does not matter if we keep Eberflus or not. Or feel like we should keep Eberflus or not. I think it's already a foregone. It's facts at this point. He deserves to be fired. But because he's a Jerry Jones guy, you know, we're going to get fed. Oh, he didn't have the right horses in the stable to run his defense. We're gonna do, and it's up to us to do a better job of giving him the pieces. I'm done with Eberflus, but I'm not even really mad with him. At this point, it's bad, 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 bad on top of bad when it comes to the moves that the Joneses make for this franchise and this organization. They handicap us in the worst way. The Joneses handicap us in the worst way. They won't get out of football business. They won't just stay on the marketing and business side of the fucking organization. They won't stay out of football business. They won't give it up. His management and mismanagement of this roster, of this team, should be a criminal offense. It should be criminal the way he's running this organization. He doesn't even have a fluid actual thought when he's in these post game interviews. It's like if you listen to him rattle off and then throw a quick comparison of shit that happened in the 70s, 80s, and 90s as if that's present day. It's, if you don't believe me, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. This is our very own owner/GM on yesterday's game. You just listen to the man talk. That's all you got to do. Just listen to it, and you'll see how outdated this program is in Dallas.
Jerry, what's your level of disappointment to end the home season this way?
Well, I'm disappointed for the obvious. I'm disappointed for all these fans that count on us to have a better ending at the not only for the home season, for the season. So that's just a reminder of candidly how it feels when you don't get it done. I thought we had a tale of two halves. The offense looked outstanding today in the first half. And defense played well in the second half. We just couldn't get them together out there.
Did Eberflus going to the box make much of a difference for you?
Did what?
Eberflus going to the box. How much difference do you think that made?
Well, I thought in the first half we could have played much better defense, not to be trite. But the second half, I thought we played pretty good defense, and we just completely not got away, but we just weren't able to continue what we were doing on offense first half. But I thought it worked good in the second half.
Can you take anything positive out of the season now that you're out of the playoffs? I mean, second year in a row missing the playoffs. Now that the so-called drought is now 30 years. And
You have to dissect it, and you have to go hunting for the good things. And you should really, when you have great years, you should hunt up the bad things. The thing about the game, about most of what we all do, is that there are good things and there are negative things. And on times like this, you have to dwell on the good things, and you can look for them.
What good things, my sir? What good things is he referring to? What good things are we referring to here? He just told you this is back-to-back seasons that we didn't make the playoffs. As lethargic as the Philadelphia Eagles offense has looked all season, really being held together by their defense all season, still find their way into the playoffs after winning the Super Bowl the previous year. It's been 20-something years since it's been back-to-back champion in the NFC East. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. And now we don't even have that to stand on. I'm done. I don't hate the man. I don't hate the man. I am done with him. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. He needs to step back and let somebody else cook. He needs to step back. He needs to step back.
They're out there, but you can't dwell on them because obviously we didn't get it done to not be sitting here getting in the playoffs.
Jerry, do you feel like this team underachieved this year?
Yes, from what we expected, what we thought, absolutely, it did. We all underachieved, really, and the fact we're not in the playoffs says that for you. But
how about it's your fault?
I thought we've done some things out there that, frankly, we can carry forward to us with us. It's always the case that there's some positive things. The question is, can we make some changes where we need to? That's be pretty thorough.
I don't trust you to make any changes.
A lot of multiplication there with the way we played this year, but still, there are positive things. There always are, and that's one of the things about going in a coaches meeting and looking at film. If you don't look out, you see positive things when you really should be more critical to the negative. And I think you have to do that to play the game, be involved in the game.
What are your greatest areas of concern, Jerry?
Well, I like the way Dak played today. I'm disappointed that we made some of the mistakes in the second half, but I particularly was pleased with what we have in Dak. I'm pleased going forward. Nothing a part of what we've done so far this season gives me anything but optimism about going forward at one of the key, if not the key position, quarterback.
You brought up Dak and how disappointing it is for Dak to play healthy for much of the season, play this way, and you guys not been in the playoffs, really be out of the playoffs with 3 games to go.
Well, that's a good way to look at things is when you've got good play, and we had some, for instance, I'll bet when we graded, I'll bet Tyler Smith really played well at left tackle out there, which is pretty impressive when you have your first game out there. So, again, you can always find things that you're proud of. I know that for our fans and for all of us, we need more success. And winning.
It's some bullshit.
What do you make of Trayvon Diggs today, Jerry?
Excuse me?
Diggs play today.
I without looking at it, I wouldn't know when he was in or out of coverage, but I thought he played with a lot of really awareness, and so I thought he played well. He played against some good competition. That's a good quarterback out there. So basically, from what I can see, and it's real hard to tell sometimes when it looks like that you didn't do a good job covering, but obviously people go uncovered. But
He hate
still,
that man.
I was glad to see him back out there.
Jerry hate Diggs.
Excuse me.
When you're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, what's the benefit in still playing your starters, still having guys out there?
Great question.
You don't want to risk injury to players like that.
Well, I think that we've got to remember that we've got a lot of people that want to watch us play good football, and a lot of fans. And consequently, I felt strongly about tonight playing all of our key players, and feel strongly about it as we go forward. The only time I've ever questioned not playing a good player was the immediacy of if you've got you're in the playoffs automatically, and you don't want to have a player nicked up as you get to the playoffs in a 2 or 3 week period of time. I'm not. I don't would hope to.
We need a new GM.
Aware enough to know if you're playing somebody this year, you won't have him for next year. That's pretty far out.
You brought up Tyler Smith.
Pretty far
left
out.
tackle.
It's
He's
only
option for left tackle next year. In the
2
future.
games left in the
Well,
season.
no, but he's there as a tackle. You know, we've had the great experience of moving Larry Allen out there, and he makes all pro. But we've always thought that Tyler Smith could be a great left tackle.
Another comparison.
But that's not to say that we don't think that we've got a good chance with Guyton of having our left tackle there, and I don't want to.
He's a right tackle.
How alarming is your consistent inability to rush the passer? And this guy, Herbert's a great player, but he's been hit, he's been pressured, and sacked more than any quarterback in football. And you get nothing.
Yeah, I was disappointed, very disappointed today. And a great question. We came in really planning to get pressure and didn't. It obviously was a disappointment not to have Quentin out there. But we got some good play from 95. I had my eye on him a lot during the ball game. So, but it was disappointing not to have more pressure on him.
Oh.
He's pretty obvious on our evaluation of his past games that when you pressure him more, he has less production. So that was a shortcoming of us today. We couldn't get pressure.
Hey, Jerry, as you stand here with 2 games to go, how difficult is the decision you face regarding Matt Eberflus and whether to bring him back or not?
Well, I don't know that, relatively speaking, I might not couch it as difficult. It's certainly something that we have to do, and that is look at the entire year and look at what our options are and how to correct not being here at the same time next year. So now that's not uncommon to evaluate at this time of the year your entire coaching staff. And obviously the target's on him because of our statistical as well as actual play on the defensive side of the ball. But that goes with it. He's that's the life that the guys have chosen, and they know that you're under the gun almost every game, much less for a full season as a coach. That goes with the profession.
Within that evaluation, how do you evaluate the job that you in the front office did in terms of giving him talent?
Well, I think that's to be good, and the very fact that ultimately you point your finger right back at you on who hired Matt Eberflus. So, So my point is, the whole thing is real easy to sit here and say that you could have done things differently, but that goes with the territory. And anytime you ultimately make the ultimate decision, then you've got to look at that and weigh it.
Jerry, when you look back at it now, Parsons' trade, did it have more of a negative impact on the defense than you thought it would?
I'd like to think that with where we are, I'm not so sure that one position, one player would have had us in necessarily a different situation, and so. But that's a fair look as to would we have been maybe at a higher level. What did we finish the year before with Parsons?
7-10.
No, I'm talking about. I've forgotten what we were ranked on defense the year
Defense
before
next to
with
last in
Parsons.
terms of points allowed.
With Parsons, and we had a lot of games we didn't have Parsons, so he shouldn't be held responsible for those games that he didn't play, in my view. But we'll take all that in consideration. Yeah, of course we didn't have.
Look, we all exactly what I'm talking about, right? Bullshit. It's like he just throws it in a washing machine at this point. It's just on cycle. It's on cycle. He's the king of this shit. He's gonna say a lot and say a very little at the end of the day. Of all of a sudden he has no idea when Diggs is in the game and all that. He hates that man. Of course, we have to be able to point the finger right back at whoever hired Eberflus. That would be you, sir. That would be you, right? That would be you, Jerry. You hired him, right? So at the end of the day, listen, the state of this franchise right now fucking sucks. As a fan, this fucking sucks. To be out of the playoffs and it's not even Christmas yet sucks. We were lied to, hoodwinked, bamboozled, shysted by our very own Jerry Jones once again. Oh, Shoddy's the guy at the press conference. He's the guy to get us over the hump. We understand that what this season is and what we can do. No doubt in my mind, Shoddy be the guy to get us over the hump. He said that. Eberflus. I stand by this hire. He's had great defenses everywhere he's went. Great scheme, great teacher. Stand by. What's going on? What the fuck's going on? We done step back into the dark ages with this defense yet again, right? These draft picks, Booker, cool. Booker, okay, cool. Okay. What the fuck is easy? Where's easy? Ravel, what's this? What the fuck is this? What is this? I don't want to hear this is he's a rookie shit. I mean, at a certain point, he's supposed to show us why he was a draft pick for the Dallas fucking Cowboys, right? At some point, you gotta show us something here. You gotta give us something. I don't want to keep talking about he's coming off an injury. Listen, where we drafted him, that's on you, Jerry. That's on you. You're trading away draft picks for players we don't even use. 4th round pick for Mingo. We don't even use him. Turpin, listen, he's not a specialist. Let's call a spade, tripping over nobody. He's not a specialist. He's not going to be the one to break it. Everything has to go right for him to break that bitch loose. I mean, his vision it sucks. His vision sucks. The state of this franchise with so many holes, so many questions, and the biggest questions and concerns for me aren't even positional problems. It's ownership, it's leadership, it's how this team is ran, it's how it's always shows up to be unprepared in the biggest moments, right? Why when we fail, all of a sudden we don't have the correct talent in the building, right? But nobody's losing their jobs. The only people losing their jobs is these coordinators, but nobody's losing their jobs in the administration. And that's the ultimate problem that I have with this team. This season has been a disaster. Once again, when I look around at the field and who's left and who's going into these playoffs, the fact that the Dallas Cowboys are not amongst them is fucking sickening. It's really sickening. You have Kansas City Chiefs taking a step back. Baltimore Ravens taking a step back. I mean, the NFC is wide open. The Rams can be beat. Detroit can be beat. All these teams can be beat. But for Dallas, we can't go in there and get the job done. We can't, because all teams have to do is say, hey, we're going to be more physical than these guys. And then we always bitch up. We always bitch up. We never come to the fight prepared, ready to kick somebody's ass who's ready to do some ass kicking themselves. Dallas is not built like that. This leadership is showmanship. That's it. Dak says all the right things. Great showmanship. I used to really, really be out here in these streets defending Dak. Like, I really, really used to be out here in these streets defending Dak. Do I think he's a great guy? Yeah, I think he's a great guy. Do I think he's a great leader? Yeah, I think he's a great leader. But when it comes down to just X's and O's, getting the job done, regardless of what happens, there's a litany of guys that I would pick before I would pick Dak Prescott. And majority of them now are younger than him. And we came into this season saying Dak sees the game at a better level, which I still believe is to be true. He had one of his best statistical seasons yet again. But it's like it's all for naught when the team doesn't have the success to match it. Whether or not you have to be the reason why it's successful, it just doesn't. It's like everything has to be perfect around you, and then we'll give you the praise because you're the quarterback and you tie it together, make it look good, right? But I mean, I'm seeing quarterbacks literally drag their fucking teams over the finish line to get their team where they're trying to go. And I'm just like, at what point? And I used to say that's not fair to ask of Dak, but this offense has enough firepower to do just that. Will I blame Shotty for his play calling? Yes, that's also a major problem. But Dak also has the ability to change calls. He has the ability to escape the box and to gain that first down. What is he saying? Is he, hey, I want to go for this fourth down, put it on me, put it on my shoulders. We can't give it back to this historically bad defense and expect them to stop. It's only going to get worse. Leave me on the field. I don't know whose that decision falls under, but too many times I just see and walk off the field. And I'm like, as a fan, I'm like, man, I'm fucking fighting to stay on the field right now. I know what'll happen if we walk off this field and punt it to them. But at the end of the day, this is a team game, and I'm not going to put it all on Dak Prescott. I don't think one man owns, besides Jerry Jones, and he's to blame for this all. But when you start looking at the roster, when you start looking at the coaches, they all play a hand in it too. They all play a hand in it. Now, I think, and I said this on a previous podcast, I've asked the question, should Shotty be, should we bring in an offensive coordinator and let Shotty just do like the Nick Sirianni thing, just be the head coach? Like, is that an option? I feel like that could be a possibility for Dallas, one that I think they should consider. I really think so. I'm already an advocate for releasing Eberflus and bringing in a coach who's going to coach these guys up, because you can't tell me Eberflus is coaching these guys up when he's supposed to be this linebacker guru and all my fucking linebackers suck. I mean, name one defensive player that's having a great year. You can't name one defensive player who's having a great year. Where's his touch? Where are you? Where is your voice the loudest on that side of the ball? Who's getting it and who's not? It's like everybody's not getting it. Everybody's bad. That's what I'm forced to believe. So yeah, I think on a play in, play out basis, it could be the play calling, it could be players just not executing. I think there's enough blame to go around, but at the end of the day, heavy is the one who wears the crown. So if you're the coordinator, if your job is to put a product out there that can win you games, help win you games, and get some stops when need be, that's your fucking job. That is directly what you're being paid for, Eberflus. These guys, they're being paid to cover guys, to get off blocks and shed and do all these individual shit. But holistically, that's your job, Eberflus. So yeah, I'm a huge advocate for moving on. But the biggest person we need to move on is the person that's is unremovable. You can't move him. He owns the fucking team. He's gonna do what he wants with it. And I understand. There's plenty of other fan bases who will tell you the same thing with their owner. Their owner's in the way for whatever reason, right? So, I used to think that the shit that happens in Dallas only happened in Dallas. It doesn't. There's other organizations. I mean, the Dan Snyders of the world. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. Polian, the guy from Indianapolis, and now his daughter's running the organization, and she's bringing fresh perspective. She's on the sideline with the notepad, and she's taking notes. Got the headset on. She's literally learning on the job, and she's doing a fucking better job at general managing that organization than a dude who's been on the job for over 50 fucking years. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Competency obviously isn't common, especially around rich folk, right? Because they got enough money to, it doesn't matter if they're good enough. It does not matter if they're successful. It does not matter. That's why I give free praise to the dude over there in Philly. I give all the praise to him. Why? Because that's a man who has to perform to eat. Their general manager in Philly has to hit, has to be bold, has to think of fresh new ideas, innovative ways to get these contracts to get these deals done, to replenish the roster, just literally just cycling in players, getting them to do their job, what they're best at, literally doing what they're best at. And, it doesn't matter about being buddy. It doesn't matter. So listen, I'm not going to take up much more of y'all time. I just wanted to say, like, as a Cowboys fan, I know we all frustrated. We're all pissed off. We expected a lot more out of this team. We expected a lot more good days than bad. And yet again, we were let down. I don't want to talk about Dak Prescott's contract. I don't want to talk about franchise tagging Pickens. I want to hear that Eberflus is fired. I want to hear serious thoughts about, can we bring in an offensive coordinator? But I know that's a pipe dream, because Shotty, man, this is his shot. He's going to call the fucking plays. He's been waiting for this all his life. I get it. He's not the worst, but he needs to self-evaluate during this offseason. Look at his play calling. Look how many times he put his team in inoperable situations. You know what I'm saying? Just very bad situations. So there's a lot to discuss this offseason coming forward. There's going to be a lot more videos from me, not just the 2 videos per week. And it's going to be a lot going on. We're going to have the draft talk. I'm going to try and put my foot in there just to discuss, who could come in and help this team. Because once again, the problems that I feel like we have, I don't think we're going to change, right? So all the makeup and all that shit, that's what I guess we could get into during this off season, because, we growing over here. I'm still on the hunt for 100 subscribers. So please remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe if you rock with me this far. It's always a blessing. I don't even feel like going over the stats of this previous game, because it's like, for what? This season is over with. There was no real standouts as far as we not stopping nobody from making the playoffs. There's nothing to this. It's dead. This season is dead. It's cooked. We got more once again an offseason with more questions than answers. And I'm just not ready for it. But yo, listen, I'm here to stay. I'll never be gone too long. I'll holler at you. I'll be right back.